And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Alan Shoemaker.
Well, we do have a tropical depression in the Gulf we've been tracking. Could become a tropical storm tomorrow, and what it means for us is increasing chances for rain for the weekend, especially later Friday going into Saturday and part of Sunday. Although most models and most forecasts indicate the bigger threat of some heavier rain and any direct impacts, at least the stronger impacts, will be north of the valley, more felt closer to Corpus Christi maybe, or in that direction. So if you are traveling north of the valley this weekend, definitely pay attention to the weather too. You may run into some heavy rain. Rain chances here increasing as we go through the next couple of days. The best chance overall Saturday, maybe even lingering into Sunday for showers and storms in the valley. Some of it could begin tomorrow though. Here is Tropical Depression 8. We may get a minor update by right around 1 o'clock on this, but the next significant update in the forecast track will come later this afternoon. But Tropical Depression number 8 out in the middle of the Gulf, moving its way to the west-northwest. You see here are the latest coordinates: 26.3 north, 90.7 west, moving west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. And again, when you look at it, it's basically due east of the valley. You know, a lot of times these kind of move west but start to curve a little more toward the north. So it may be hard for this to get a track to turn back down south to get anywhere close to or south of the valley to really bring us a good chance for rain and stronger impact. So the latest track from the forecast from the National Hurricane Center puts the forecast of the storm could become a tropical storm by tomorrow, and then by Saturday morning somewhere near the Texas coast. And again, the forecast cone for the center of the storm anywhere from up close to about Victoria down to about Kennedy County as we get toward landfall on Saturday. Doesn't mean all the effects are contained in that area right there. You do get some rain flung out and maybe a little strong wind gust, but a lot of it may be forced more toward the north side. As we go through the weekend, though, still with that storm close enough, there could be some showers and storms that do get heavy at times on Saturday and Sunday. But you see the center of the storm, even by then, if it does get pushed a little farther south by then, it may come into more contact with parts of Starr County and the Upper Valley on Sunday. So don't write the storm off totally. But again, the bigger impacts, especially when it's stronger, should be mostly to the north. Here is the wind. You know, we talked a lot about rain, flooding, storm surge, wind with storms that come in from the Gulf. And the probability is, this is a probability map of strong winds. You know, I actually meant to correct that. I think the upper end of that, this is actually, it should be 39 plus miles per hour, so ignore that part. I think I forgot to change the map. So this is tropical storm force winds, not hurricane force winds. That's what happens when I make a graphic in like 5 seconds. But the track of the storm mostly going to the north keeps a very low probability of tropical storm force winds in the valley on Saturday. So not probably a big wind threat for us, but you may occasionally get a gust if there are some thunderstorms around. So with Tropical Depression number 8, as I mentioned earlier, heavy rain could occur in some spots on Saturday. I think mostly Saturday, maybe in the Sunday could be some spots of heavier rain. The heaviest rain overall is going to likely be north of the valley and any strong winds, but you may occasionally get a burst of some heavier rain here that has an outside chance of causing some flooding over the weekend. So just kind of watch for that. Higher waves may be coming up a little bit at the coast on Saturday. Don't expect big waves, but you may see some beach closures if the waves do get a little higher over the weekend. A couple of little isolated showers. This is just sea breeze stuff in Willoughby County right now, and even down to the south in parts of Cameron County we showed you earlier. But none of this is like directly related to the storm, but the flow of the storm starting to change in the atmosphere here on the outside and bringing a few showers in from the north. And you see in Cameron County, again, we do have a few showers out there right now. Now, future track, we'll get more into future track a bit later too, but here is what future track shows. Partly sunny skies most of today. There might be a shower or two, kind of like we've seen the last few days, so nothing big. And then on Friday, as moisture increases, we could see a few more showers or storms develop depending on the track and intensity of the storm. You see future track is kind of holding off most of the rain through Friday with just a few showers or a storm popping up in spots, but the bigger rain farther to the north. And if you look at future track, what this model says, again, this isn't the official forecast, but this particular model keeps the center of the storm, again, north of the valley, kind of taking it toward more or less the Corpus Christi area by the time we get to later on Saturday. So again, if that occurs, the bigger rain threat may actually stay north of the valley, but you see how it also does occasionally force some bands of rain down into the valley. So again, there could be once in a while a burst of some heavy rain possible. So that's why we don't want to let our guard down for the weekend. And with this run of future track too, you see it has almost no rain on Friday, at least no significant rain, but there may be a few showers or storms out there. Saturday, it tries to add up the rain. You see during the day on Saturday, it forecasts some areas up around 1 inch or more. And even by the time we get to late Saturday night and early Sunday morning, getting close to 2 inches or more as you get into that darker blue shading in some areas. So again, there could be some bursts of heavier rain. Doubtful we're going to have a massive total like you would see with a very strong storm, but something to keep an eye on. Right now, though, it's hot and humid out there, 90 degrees plus in many areas. Where it is raining in Brownsville, look at that. It's dropped back into the upper 70s briefly, and there could be a few cooling showers in spots today. But your first 1-5 Accuweather 7-day forecast, highs around 97 today, drops off tomorrow and Saturday, probably still in the 90s. Again, your bigger rain chances return Saturday and Sunday, maybe a little bit on Friday, depending on how the moisture is around the storm. But Saturday and even into Sunday, watch out for some showers and storms. It could be heavy in spots. This all depends on the intensity and the exact track of the storm. Sometimes when we're on the south side of the storm, it tends to rob us of some of the rain, and it stays to the north. So that's always a possibility. But with the storm nearby, there could be some bursts of rain spinning around it. So Saturday and Sunday, showers and storms possible. There could be some heavy spots of rain, especially if you are going north of the valley. And by next week, the chances for rain don't totally dry up. With the storm inland, still with the flow of moisture coming in, could keep at least maybe a 30 or 40% chance for a shower storm most days early next week as well. So we'll keep tracking these chances for rain. Have a look at more in-depth forecast tracks of the storm in your first 1-5 forecast here on Channel 5 News at noon.